Hello everyone. So in this episode of the menu system series, we are going to work on how to switch the display, active display. So here, this is the current monitor that I am seeing my game, my editor. And if I select the other one and press apply, so my editor, my window, game window, move to the other screen. So that's why you don't see it. Now let me switch back. So now we are back in this window. So this is working. So I'm going to show you how to do this. For this we're going to have to go into C++, but some stuff are within blueprints. So yeah, let's see how to do these things today. And before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects I have done in my channel from my Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can access everything without any limits. To the date, there are over 2000 videos, and for each video, project files are available. And here is the full playlist of this series. Everything is implemented and explained from scratch. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself. Right, now let's get started with today's episode. Okay, so yesterday we worked on display options and how to get this display. So now you see I have these options. This actual display is connected to my PC, but if I apply, nothing actually happens. So that's what we are going to work on, how to actually switch displays. So to do that, let me open my widget and display options. And here I have this initialize displays function. So this is all I do here. So I will promote this to an array, promote to a variable. I'll call it for displays. Okay. And then, because we're gonna need this later on, we can simplify it like this. And then here I have this apply options, which is called when I press this apply button. So if I open this apply options, here we have this apply window mode. So I'll add a function apply display changes. Well, when I say display changes, it kind of means everything. So let's just call it change display. That also not good. Set active display. Okay, that sounds reasonable. So I have this displays option. From this I can get selected index, which will say what monitor I have selected. And then from this all displays I can get this selected index like this. Now from this, if I break, we can access ID, name, or whatever we need in order to apply the changes. But as far as I know, there is no way to change the active display within blueprints. So for that, we have to go to C++ territory. Now here, this is our extended user settings subsystem. Here I'll add a function. Let's call it void set active display, and I'll pass the monitor ID. Well, I'll call it not monitor ID, display ID. Okay, now let's implement it. here. So yeah, using this function actually. This is not, I don't know, this is maybe some hallucination from the AI, so there is no such function, so we can't use that. But this part is correct. We get all the we use this rebuild display matrix, and from this we can go through all monitors using this monitor info array, and then we can find the monitor info that match with this display ID. So this part is correct. So here, now let me add a UA log, set in active display to this, but this wouldn't do anything. But just to make sure this part is working, let me go here and compile. Okay, compilation done. Now I can get extended user settings subsystem set active display by ID, and I'll pass this ID. Okay, now here let me make sure the output log is visible. Okay, settings, display, apply. No, it's not showing up. Did I call this apply? Set active display in apply. I don't think I did. Yeah, okay, that should be why. Compile, settings, display. Now hit apply. See, set in active display ID, display to ID. So here we get the ID that we pass. If I change this is something different. See, okay, all right, so it's the same as long as I keep this one. Okay, so the function is working this far. Now the next part is how to figuring out how to actually change the display. And to do that, as I said, this is not correct. This suggestion is not correct. To move the window, we can use this move window to function on the game window. And we need to figure out this effector 2D. Even though this says something else, we can use effector 2D here. So we need to calculate the effector 2D that we need, that represents the location where we need to move the game window. So to do that, here let's add the effector 2D new window position. So this is not correct. There is a work area left and work area okay. Now this window position is correct. Then we need to get the game window. So we can do it like this. If 𝐂𝐻𝐸ngine, so we need to have valid 𝐂𝐸ngine, and from 𝐂𝐸ngine we can get game viewport. So if both are valid, we can get the game window. So t-shirt ptr get window. Okay, now this S window is included here. This is the include file. So let me add it here. Okay, but the module that contains this is 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐭. So we need to enable that. So here, if I go to this menu system build.cs, see here we already have uncomment if we are using slide UI. So let me just uncomment this part because I need this stuff, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐭. Or maybe let me just comment this part and enable only this, because it's just 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐭. I like to use the minimum stuff that I need. So let me save. Let me compile and check if everything is okay. Yep, it's all good. So now to actually move the window here, we can actually use this suggestion, right? And then, well, I don't really need all this UI logs, but I'll keep it. Compile. Okay. Oh, now we got a link error. Result symbol, S window, move window. Right. So I guess we need both. Actually, it's not just this. I would need to enable this for the project as well. So here, this is the project. Let me uncomment this. Oh, and save. And here I'll copy this part too. Compile. Yeah, now it's successfully compiled. Let's test. Display. So the current monitor is the MSI one. Let me select Dell and apply. So it did actually, the whole editor switched to the other window. If I change back, so it's here now. Okay, so it is working. Now optionally, I can automatically apply whatever the default resolution for the window here, but I don't want to do that because I have a separate section here to show screen resolution. So maybe when I switch the display, I should see available resolutions for each window, and then I should apply the settings, resolution settings, based on the value I have selected here. So therefore I will not apply any resolution settings within this part. So I will leave that for later when we work with the resolution. So for now, I'm gonna stop this episode right here. Okay, so thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.